I've asked them to write a really, really good speech for us. That's what he's got.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
First and foremost, I am not a speechwriter, but I married her. Good morning. My name is Officer Panel, and I have had the privilege of serving as class president to this extraordinary class before you. I'd like to first and foremost give thanks to my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. With him, all things are possible, and nothing cannot be done. He is the truth, the way, and the light. I'd like to thank all the honored guests here before you, the esteemed staff members, instructors, my fellow classmates, and most importantly, the family and friends in attendance today for joining us in this momentous occasion. The graduation ceremony for class 78. Let's get it, 78. You know. I missed that in the words. Now, I wasn't our first class president for class 78, but like much in life, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it that counts. I do believe I may be the first in academic corrections history to hold the following leadership positions. It started out just like everyone else here before you. I was a recruit, then I was promoted to squad leader, then sergeant arms, and finally, class president. I jokingly told Mr. Donraj one day to be careful because at the rate I was going, his job was the only one left for me to have in the academy. All joking aside, I do have goals of becoming captain one day, and I personally will strive each and every day until that goal is achieved. And if the good Lord is above is willing, I'll always set new goals to reach for as if I was reaching for the stars. I'd like to issue a challenge to my fellow classmates to also set goals to reach for and never be complacent. There's enough stars for each and every one of us to grab. As I took the role of class president, I was reminded of a quote from the great Army General, General MacArthur. The quote states, "A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the equality of his actions and the integrity of his intent." I did my best to follow this wisdom and lead our class with the integrity they deserve. As I mentioned before, when I started the academy, I kept my head down, I kept to myself, hoping and praying that God would get me through this difficult program and the challenges I knew it would present. I heard stories of being sprayed in the face with OC spray, getting tasered, strenuous PT, and I was going to need God to get me through it all. As time passed, I found myself creating unexpected friendships, and bonds started to form. And the word "I" started to be replaced with "we." We all watched every single person in our class grow exponentially as the weeks passed. We found ourselves rooting for our classmates' success as each challenge presented itself. And we shared in the joy that each classmate experienced as they achieved a goal or completed a challenge that they lost sleep over the night before. We became a team and took on each challenge as a team. And boy, there were some challenges. The PT we experienced was no joke. No matter the physical ability or experience level, each of us were challenged and pushed. We supported each other, pushed each other, and made each other reach for greatness. Then came the OC spray. Boy, was that a fun experience for everybody. The gift that kept on giving, a big old bag of suck. I'm sure each of us have our own memories and our own challenges we face, but we face them together. And we succeeded together. We never walk alone, never sounded so appropriate. I'd like to take this moment now to thank our instructors. To say that they were the best the business has to offer would be a great injustice to each of them. They were patient, understanding, fair, and wise. They were also firm, set clear expectations, held to their word, and were living examples of what they expected from us. This balance of support, firm expectations, and unlimited wisdom created a firm foundation for us to build on. We owe you our sincere thank you. Because of you, our lives have forever changed. You have prepared us for this journey that lies ahead, and we will always remember the lessons we learned from you. Thank you. To our families, friends, and loved ones, I know you also felt the sacrifice over the past 3 months. Whew. It wasn't just us on this journey. A lot of you were right there with us. We want to say thank you for everything you did in support of us. Thank you for the personal sacrifices now and in the future, so that we can serve in our duty. Your support means everything to us, and we want to know how very important you are to our success. In closing, I'd like to address our class directly. I couldn't be more proud of each and every single one of you. Everything that we achieved together. Thank you for everything you've given of yourself, the courage, strength, and support each of you have shown. This experience will always hold great memories for us all. The memories of how we all started and what we achieved together. Now, as you start out on your individual paths to greatness, make sure you do so with integrity, patience, and understanding. If you remember nothing else from myself in this long-winded speech, please try and retain these last few words I have for you. Knowledge is power. Never stop learning something new. You can always learn something new from someone you may least expect. Never settle on just being the best at something. Be better than the best. Practice makes permanent. If you're late, you're what? Wrong. That's right. Show up on time. From the start, we preached, remember your why. Always remember your why. Mine was the badge. I'm coming for that, by the way. Lastly, you'll never have to walk alone. There's one more thing. Wise man, old man on the range told us, finally, try to suck less tomorrow. Some of you might know who he is. I wish each and every one of you the very best in your journey. It was absolutely my pleasure to serve as your class president. Cheers to your futures. Thank you.